Hello, hello. Wait, where did the game go?
Hello! Oh no!
Please. Please, I just did this all out.
It's okay. It's okay.
But, hi, hello, yes.
Hi, everyone.
I did not expect, subs before I even started, so I'm a little bit flustered. But, Sunny, good egg, good friend, yes. Okay, let me compose myself and say hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm going to be collaborating with Sunny Egg over here, playing some LiEat. LiEat? I don't think I've ever actually had to say it out loud.
I think
LiEat. But yeah, it's a little RPG maker. Lily. It's a little RPG maker game. I think made by Miyashiba. Is that right? Yeah.
I have never played this game, but I played Miyashiba's other games.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them. I think almost all of them, but not this one. And I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm also very, very excited. So I am going to use my little collab command to give you a shout out if you want to introduce yourself while I see if I can get this game to appear.
Everyone, I'm Sunny. I am just a little guy, college student, doing my best. I really like to play bright, colorful games, and I like to sew, and sometimes I do that on stream. And I prefer playing games with my friends, so I'm really happy to be here on Cricket's stream.
Yeah. We've been meaning to do something like this for a while, but
I think we started talking about it in December. Because
yeah.
I remember like being with family and getting your message, and I was just like, forget this. I want to do what they're talking about.
That's incredibly sweet.
I have been thinking about it ever since, but like, man, what a rough semester. I haven't been able to do very much. So I'm so glad it's over so we can hang out.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I'm gonna open my seltzer.
Yes, please do.
You might hear it, just so you guys know.
I also do, while I'm still trying to figure out how to how to do this.
It's okay, I'll talk about my seltzer. I'm getting into seltzers these days. All the hip kids are doing it, so I gotta be cool too.
Is that good? Is that working? Okay, I think this is working.
I'm drinking seltzer.
Okay, I think I need to drink some seltzer myself. My voice is gonna keep doing that. But I think that we have a capture working now.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a thanks to Goo and Loser and Goo again for a gift sub, and Lily all for your resubscriptions, and for the hype train. You're all very, very sweet, and I care about you all a lot. Thank you very much. Yeah. So it's also, I mean, for my part, I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks just because moving has been crazy, but I am now in my new pocket of the iVoid, and
Yay.
it sure is a thing. It's mostly going well. There's still a few kinks to iron out, but I'm very, very excited to get back to streaming. And I'm really, really excited that my grand return could be with Sunny.
No, this is your grand return, actually. I'm honored. I was like, surely Cricket's streamed before this, like, since moving.
I've never streamed before in my life, actually.
Never. This is the first time you're streaming. Me too. Yeah, me too. That's actually how it feels like, though. Anytime I take even just like a week off of streaming, I go back into it and I open OBS and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know where I am. And I start and I'm like, sorry guys, I had my mic muted for the entire stream. Forgot how to do this. This stream is brought to you by such and such.
I definitely understand the feeling. Like,
it's hard.
Opening OBS here, I was like, I'm just gonna trust that all this still works. And
I think I left it clean.
Yeah.
It's like coming back to your room. I mean, I have this experience every time I travel. coming back to my room and being like, what? I left laundry on the bed. Like, that's how it feels if I did like a big stream and then I didn't stream for a week and then I come back to OBS and there's just so many collab PNGs just sitting there and random images and I'm like, laundry on the bed again. Dang it.
Don't even remember why there's a PNG of like a jar of olives or whatever. I'm sure it was really funny in the moment, but
I'm glad they were having fun. Me, I guess.
Also, yes, I will take that quench redeem.
Also take that quench redeem.
So,
liquid death.
That's
what it's called.
I mean, I figured, but I'm still just a little bit concerned.
It's this seltzer brand. They just have like regular water too. That's fully canned because cans are like infinitely recyclable. So the death in question is death to plastic. It's actually a super cool brand, but their entire branding is based on like super hardcore, like there was a beast in the woods that saw a bunch of plastic bottles and it killed them. And stuff like that. And it's really funny. But they're a cool company and their severed lime flavored just tastes like Sprite.
Huh.
So I recommend it.
I mean,
Liquid Death.
Yeah, I'm into it. Also, hi Dart! Thank you very much for the resubscription! We're getting like some 11-month and year-long subscriptions, and I'm like, oh, this has been over a year, huh?
We've really all known each other for such a long time at this point.
And hello to DP as well. Yeah, so I think we said that neither Sunny nor I have actually played this game. We know that it's not super long, and we know just like a general summary of a couple of the characters, but otherwise you will be learning about this game as we do.
Yeah, I didn't prepare a voice, so this is gonna be rough.
We'll do it live. And I mean, I don't know what my voice is doing, so we'll see how that goes.
It's okay. You'll do Brooklyn this time. And I'll do anything else.
I think last time I tried Brooklyn, it immediately fell apart, so... that being said, well, I don't think there's, like, too much of intensity in this game. I do have a little content warning command that anybody can use. From what I saw, there...
No. No, there are content warnings. Body horror, this is great!
As far as I know, it's mild. But if you are sensitive to body horror, then it might come up at some point. I don't think this game is quite as intense as some of Iwashiba's other games that you have played, but if I am correct.
It's pretty rough. Ellesmere is pretty rough. Which, like, you should play it and maybe we can play it together. It's a great game. It's a really good game, but I had a feeling this was going to be a little bit more tame. But regardless, be careful, everyone.
Yeah, I do actually have this, like, I'm playing this through Steam from the Miwashi bundle, which does include Ellesmere as well. Yeah, it is called the Miwashi bundle.
I played Ellesmere. It was before it was on Steam, I think. So it was like a VG Person's translation download.
Yes.
And I played it in my college dorm until I started playing it at like, I don't know how late at night. And I stayed up till 4 a.m. playing it. And the next day, I went to Dart and like a bunch of other people. And I was like, you have to play this game. So we stayed up until 4 a.m. again playing the game. And then 2 days later, we stayed up until 4 a.m. cosplaying the characters and taking pictures in the stairwell. It was great. It was great. Ellesmere has a really important place in my heart because of this.
That's incredible, and you are amazing.
It was funny, but I feel like if I ever streamed it, I would have to do it the same way, where I just play the entire game in one sitting, and it doesn't matter how late I stay up. Oh, is that? I don't even remember that. Was that really what happened, Dart? Oh my god. Back in the day.
That's so good. I guess speaking of length, from what I saw, this one runs like 2 to 4 hours. I'm not sure if that's like I'm not sure if it's going to be like a one stream thing, or if voice acting is going to slow it down, or if just chatting for the first 20 minutes is going to slow things down. But we'll see how it goes. See how it goes.
See. If we get almost done, we can finish up in the next stream and then start the second one.
Yeah, there are LiEat 2 and 3 as well that are all in the same bundle.
New promo art. Which is fun.
I don't have it like really handy, but it is on his Twitter, and I also threw it into my Discord server because this is good.
I'm really glad you liked it.
Also, hi there, Flex.
Hello.
Yeah, this has been a little bit. It's good to see you. I guess question to Sunny, are you able to see the screen that I'm sharing and all?
I am, and I can see, I think you moved a little bit.
Yes, so
down,
up. Cool.
So I'm ready to go when you are.
Cool. I guess we'll figure out what the controls are as we go.
Honestly, that's fine, it's fine.
Long ago, in a small town, there lived a family of vampires. They were very kind souls, and got along well with the humans there. But one dark night, one of these kind vampires attacked a human in town. Before anyone knew it, they'd already sucked out all the humans' blood. The news that they had attacked a human was soon revealed to the others. The vampire was executed, and the townspeople lived happily ever after. Of course, that activates Lily immediately. Are vampires real? Are they the bad guys? Vampires did exist, but not anymore. And if they were bad, I wouldn't know. In fact, I even doubt this vampire attacked their victim willingly. It's getting late. You should get to bed. Get the feeling this is different characters talking together. I don't know if you want to trade off before
they're all sleep together.
If you do, the wolf will come, so lock the door and fall asleep quickly. If you stay up too late, you won't be able to get to sleep at all.
Okay. Good night, Father. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Now, something will come and kill you if you don't fall asleep.
You know.
That's what we tell kids. That's actually what we tell kids.
I mean, like, classic fairy tales. Pretty intense, so...
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Okay. Who do we think this is?
I mean, I'm assuming by the inflection that this is probably my character, but...
That's what I was thinking.
But I guess...
But you know what, if it's not, we can just backtrack.
Love backtracking.
Okay.
So, how much more do we have to walk? Hey, Papa, are you listening? You are, right?
We're almost there. Just be quiet and walk.
I'm not Runt. I'm Effie.
And stop calling me that. It's getting on my nerves.
You're mean, Papa. Come on, you're always calling yourself different names. Hey, give me a piggyback ride.
Sure, a piggyback ride. That'll be 100,000 G.
The dynamics here are already immaculate.
This is great.
Big dummy.
I'm so into him. See, we're here. And remember, call me Leo here. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can control now.
Yay.
So, I have actually never played an RPG Maker game before.
Wait, this This is so shocking to me because they're right there with everything I know about you.
I mean, I know of a few of them, but I don't think I've ever actually played them. So if
I have so many recommendations.
I know you do, and I'm so excited.
Oh wow, I'm excited.
V?
Vermilion. It says Vermilion Town.
Ooh, I'm getting cleverer by the day.
As long as you don't forget it right away.
I never know if I should make like small anime reaction noises to like
I think
ellipses.
about it too. I'm like,
Look, it's a lot of fun.
It is. I'll do it. I'll do it if you do it.
I'll hold you to it. You don't actually have to. Really?
You don't actually have to. It's okay.
It's just my strike through text. So, what are we doing now?
There's an informant here, so we're gonna sell the info we got at the last town. And this town seems to have quite a bit to gleam itself, so we'll look into that.
And then go sell that info?
Yeah. Also, you shut your trap.
What? Okay.
Right. First, a place to stay. Let's try to find some people.
Sure. Can we just randomly enter people's houses?
I guess we can just go into people's houses.
Huh? Why are you here?
What's it matter to you? Why are you here?
Just resting my feathers. I'm tired. I'll be fishing for info later. Oh, right. If you find anything about the town's legend, tell me about it, please.
Better pay up for it.
What do you take me for? Also, hi there, Norwich.
Hi, Norwich.
I mean, I don't usually just enter people's houses, but I think that's mostly the social anxiety.
This guy can do whatever he wants, I think.
Is that because of him or because of you?
I don't know. He's meeting all my standards.
Also, hi there, Gengar.
Hello.
Yeah, I actually knew first about Miwashiba from Vocaloid PVs.
Yeah, because they designed Flower.
Oh.
Yeah. And,
How did I not know that?
The twins. The other twins, not Rin and Len, the other twins. Meikahime and
Mikoto.
Mikoto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, that makes sense, but I didn't actually put that together. Wow. Cat person.
Cat.
Cat. Cat.
Doesn't even say much, but just exists.
Both of us, just cat.
This is the best game of the year, is what I'm thinking. Who is this? Another cat?
Maybe she's just in cat's play. I'm so sorry. They just happened.
Do you want me to do this cat? Or do you want to do a cat?
I assume that Leo is going to be doing a lot of the talking here, so I guess I'll just take.
That's a good point.
I'll just take all of the voices of this disproportionately female town.
You're right. Wait, that's so true. Harry wore a green jacket before, had black hair.
It took me a bit to realize. Changed your whole appearance again, huh? But that scar on your cheek never changes, does... Who's the kid?
You know where the residents of this place are?
Oh, need a place to stay? Talk to the guy at the largest house to the northeast. I think the people there are the only real residents. Should lend you a place easy.
I see. Thanks. I'll be back later.
Bye now, you two, kid.
Let's go before she makes us any more of a bother.
See, it's times like these when I'm very glad that I'm a VTuber, because you couldn't see me actually gesticulating to do that voice.
So, I have a tabletop character who, who is like, so you know like Chunibyo? So he's that situation. And I have to do that thing that they do in the anime where you like look at your hand. You like make a claw and you like look at your hand.
That's...
Which I do have to bandage before every session or I can't get into character.
Oh my gosh.
So this is why I'm glad that we don't ever have our cameras on. Nobody can see it.
Oh, that's so good.
One of these days I'll just be in full cosplay and no one's gonna know. Who is this?
I'm also interested in whoever this
Whoa.
is. I like their hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, name's Leo. I'd like to ask you something.
Oh, yes, that's perfectly fine.
Is there anywhere in town where we could stay? I've got food for us, so place is all I need.
You're travelers. Well, there is a place, yes. My sister and I are the only current residents of this town, you see. I told you, all women.
They're literally all women.
You can stay anywhere but this house and the library. At no cost, don't worry.
Right. Thanks for your help.
But a few people are renting out houses, so, well... I know. The house with the crates outside was just sorted, so it should be usable right away. Just, if you're staying for a few nights, or for a few days, don't go out late at night.
What do you mean by...
What I mean is... There's a vicious wolf that goes around at night, attacking people.
Right, I see. Take care of yourself.
Alright, if you need anything, I'll usually be here at home. Oh, yes, introductions. Oh, he's just a very pretty boy? Yes?
He's just a very pretty boy.
I'm Keith. Keith Rigfire. Glad to meet you.
Keith, is it? Sorry to bother you. Thanks again.
Well, I'll be seeing you. Oh, wolf? That's scary. So scary. And you're not a traveler, Papa. You're not Leo either. Liar.
I'm Leo here. Just Leo. Got it, Runt?
Yeah. Don't. Oh, or say that better. Yeah. Don't yell at me. Okay, got it, Leo.
Good. We've got a place to crash, so let's go to the informant.
Was the informant someone we already met?
I think it was the first person we met.
That sounds about right. And I guess that's the crate house.
Also, loser. My Chuny does not have a Brooklyn accent. He does not have a Brooklyn accent. He has just my voice, because being a Chuny is hard enough.
Also, I just realized that the way I had to capture this means that, it will capture my mouse as well. So, I should keep that away.
It's okay. You could probably, I think, there's a way to, not to just hide the mouse in the source.
There should be, but also, I'm very lazy.
Hey, that's okay. I'm gonna take a bite of this pasta.
Yeah, please do. And while I try to fiddle around with it, it mutes everything. So, meh.
That happens. It's okay. The same thing happens with most of the games I play. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's always just minorly frustrating. But
we just have to talk a lot to fill the space.
Was it here? I already don't remember the voice that I gave her. Huh? Why are you here? Oh, did we already do this? I think we already did this. Right?
Yeah.
Resting feathers.
Oh, maybe it was the cat.
Oh.
Because he told the cat his the name he used in the last town.
What? Excuse me?
Are we gonna lie or tell the truth?
To a dog?
Lie.
Our first action in this game is to lie to a dog? Oh no, it is a lie.
It's not a dog, it's an enemy.
I
didn't know there was actual combat.
Neither did I. You have a knife and a stun gun, apparently.
Of course I've got a knife and a stun gun. What do you have?
Nothing.
Great.
Because I'm a child. Why would you give me a weapon?
you have any skills? Flies with every breath.
That's an item? All I can do is attack, apparently. Just a little smack sound effects. It's good.
I love it.
The dog could be the werewolf. Or it could be a little lie.
It's just a little lie.
Just a little pop.
I wonder what happens if you tell the truth.
Or is it like you have encountered this thing. Do you believe it is a lie or a truth? It's
interesting. That was the regular cat. Perfect creature.
Perfect. Yes, good.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Do we want to grind? Or do we want to find our informant?
Let's find our informant. We don't know if this is a game where we're gonna have to super grind yet.
Well, this is fair. So it's the one we get, right?
Yeah, this one's our house.
Cool.
With the boxes in front of it.
This is what peak performance looks like.
That house, then. Yeah.
You? Shoot, I've already forgotten the voice.
It's okay. I forget every voice I do.
I mean, I even forget my own voice some days, so like, you know.
Me too.
Although I did recently meet someone in person, and like one of the first things she said to me was, "Wait, like that's actually your voice coming out of your actual face." And like
it's actually your voice.
She said it a little bit more eloquently, but it was very touching. Just I don't know. It felt good to me. Yes, my real actual face. Okay. Got a room?
Yeah. Now, let's get to business.
Right. I've been looking forward to this. So the bluebird really does exist.
Yeah, couldn't capture it, but good enough, right?
And you brought a feather. That and the info is enough for me. Here's your reward. So I heard you came upon a dragon egg. Is it true?
Yeah, about that. Her.
Huh?
She hatched from the egg. I still don't get it either.
You serious? Really? For real? Watch it, mister. Gotta be nice to girls, okay? Dogs. Like this. Yeah? So, what kind of dragon is she? Thunder? Amoeba?
Fly. That's her diet. And she can breathe fire, kinda. It'd be faster to show you.
Hey, Runtling. That's Effie to you. Well, you see, Effie, me and him are brother and sister. No way? Yep, I lied.
Oh.
Okay, it is literally a creature that is a lie.
Interesting.
Ooh, and now what?
She gets physical. Let's get physical! Physical!
I like the implication that, like, the lies are not the ones attacking. She is the one initiating these.
She's hungry!
I mean, I guess we'll just attack. Also, yeah, Flex, Craigie real. I sometimes can't believe it myself. Also, please stop attacking Effie. That makes me very upset.
Only Effie, too! Leo sucks, come on!
The lies appeared. The lies appeared. Never should have come here.
How many times are we gonna have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Also, I'm noticing that lie and truth are stats.
Oh!
I see. That was faster to show me. Never heard of and definitely never seen a dragon like this before.
So not even you. That's about it for now. I'm exhausted from walking.
Gotcha. If it's okay by you, I'd pay a pretty penny for this kid.
The runt's not for sale. I'll sell you info on her. Maybe.
Greedy, greedy.
Why'd you pick this town to do business in anyway? It's so inconvenient to reach, and I don't think the value of the info is worth it.
Well, if that vampire legend is true, it'd be worth my time, yes?
Vampires? Pfft. Don't go chasing fairy tales.
I'd sooner consider dragons the fairy tales myself. I'm told their bloodline ended a long time ago, but I'm sure I'm right.
Says who?
Says my gut. Well, if anything comes up, I'll help with what I can. At a price, of course.
Right. See ya. He's such a jerk, and I love him for it.
Just everybody we've run into that isn't named Effie or... God, I've already forgotten his name.
Suck.
Just a little bit each. Can you sell dragons?
Well, they're rare. They got sturdy bodies, so they could fetch a good price.
Please don't tell a child this.
Mainly slaves.
Please don't tell a child this. Slaves?
Anyways, look into it yourself if you want to know. Don't tell a child this! I've got things to do. You can go off and play. Just don't leave the town. Don't go anywhere strange. And here's a snack for later.
Okay. Hooray! Oh, we are actually just leaving the child on her own. Cool.
Great. That was real smart.
Oh, is her full name Athena?
Athena's such a cute name.
It's very cute.
Also, I'm
It
going
was
to take...
literally like... Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying that I was going to take a sip. Go ahead.
Take a sip. Leo was like, here's a snack for later. I love being here.
Oh, it's a tea cookie.
Oh, it's a tea cookie. It's actually like a real snack.
just he lies straight to her face.
He lies to her face and a cookie appears. God, I wish.
Well, good luck with that.
Will the cat talk with us alone? Nope.
Nope, still a cat.
What? Want to play or something?
Sure. Yeah, let's play.
Alright then, let's play word chains. You start.
R is for relay.
Yammer.
R is for roulette.
Entertainer.
R is for ruler.
Register.
R. I don't know anymore.
Then we're done here. See ya.
You're no fun.
He sucks!
This dude.
This guy sucks.
The more he sucks, the more he warms up to me. And
The more he sucks, the more he's meeting all my standards. There's something about characters that are really awful and just super rude. And I'm just like, go on. Because like in real life, no way. I don't want to be near people that are just mean. But there's like, it's, you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I can fix him. That's what it is.
That's... Yep, that sure is what it is, huh?
Anyway.
Anyway. But, I mean, I do...
Heartbroken. Heartbroken to know that.
But I do kind of understand. I do love me an asshole.
Not think of any real... I guess we're just rifling through belongings.
But yeah, like, there are very specific types of, like, male characters that I vibe with, and one of those specific types is just asshat for some reason, which...
What it is. Like, why? What's the psychology behind that? Other than I can fix him.
I mean, I tend to like the sorts of reactions that they can get out of other characters, and I'm always a slut for like an asshole who is like forced to learn how to care about people, or who is like forced to grow a sense of morals through the story.
Yeah, I feel like when there's a character who's an asshole, it's kind of like there's an assumed character arc that's gonna come with that character, and either they're gonna come out of it like a good person, or they're gonna come out of it worse. And either way, it's really interesting because it's like, what's gonna push this person who has like this, who is like this? First of all, why are they like this? And second, what is gonna push them to be the opposite of this?
Yeah, I was actually.
I love it.
I was talking to someone recently about some of my RPG characters, many of whom are this type of asshole, and gave a lot of the same reasonings. Like, it helps to know why they are the way that they are and what it would take to get them to start to break out of it, or what sorts of traits they respect that they would be able to start synergizing with, or
what horrible situation they could be put in to be forced into being a better person, which is always fun.
It's the one. You're speaking my language.
Also, I guess she is alone now. If you want to take one or the other.
Yeah, I'll take anyone who's you. I mean, you have to be Effie.
Okay, sure.
All alone now.
Effie is alone now.
Huh. Oh. Want to talk with me for a bit? Shall I tell the story of the butterfly whose flapping caused a tornado? Or perhaps a story of dreaming illness?
For money, right? Then no thanks.
Taught you well. Ah, right. You're bored. Would you call my partner here for me? He should be in the library. His name is Levin. Recognizable by being a cat.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Finally, the cat lore.
The cat lore!
When there's a dangerous situation for the squad and they leave, and you see them turn back around to the squad and they're screaming,
Yeah, the real Vegeta effect is good.
Vegeta also, wow.
Voice, please cooperate.
Vegeta also gets bonus points for, like, his catalyst for being a better person is just, finding a woman who is not scared of him. I've never seen, any Dragon Ball, but that's what I hear, and I love that.
I like the original Dragon Ball, like 2 episodes. And that's about it. I think one time Luna and I were getting ramen and they were just showing random episodes of DBZ though. And I saw like whatever was on when we were eating ramen.
Yeah, that sounds about like my experience.
I don't remember any of it, but the food was great.
Are you Mr. Levin?
And
Oh, well I don't actually know her name, huh? The lady with the crazy hair who goes a bunch called for you.
Thank you very much.
I think when you go low there, it sometimes cuts out a little bit.
I see, thank you very much.
I got like, you very much.
You very much. Excuse me.
That's settled then, I guess? Favor complete. Okay, what's next?
She's so cute.
She's pretty cute.
I hope I do her justice.
Because this is the only high voice I can do.
It's okay. I have my uwu voice. So I'm like waiting. They're hanging out.
Hanging out.
So then.
Oh, do you want to be that one?
I mean, I was just assuming that they would just be like having their own conversation.
In chat, yeah. We don't get to hear it.
After all, it's rude to intrude.
Anyone in this house?
Oh, you can go talk to Keith.
I guess we could. Thank you for reminding me that his name is Keith. Are you floating, or are you just stepping in place?
Pretty boy Keith. On your own now? The town doesn't have much in the way of places to play, so it must be boring for a child.
Effie's not a child, so I'm not bored.
Pardon me. Oh my. Would you like something to eat? I'm making sweets, so I could whip something up.
Yay! I love sweets! Oh, they won't make me full though.
You of a race that only eats something in particular?
Yeah! Hey, mister, tell a lie for me.
A lie? I was cleaning until just now. After that, I did some reading. And I finished making dinner a little while ago. That's a lot of lies, buddy. What are these?
Now I punch him. Which one's the lie? Which is it? I mean, I assume it's the one that looks like the others.
Oh, okay. So they repeat whatever created them.
Because the one that look... Because they all look the same.
So I guess truth is just backing out of it. But
I think so.
I was cleaning earlier.
Also, I'm reading this in the,
Like the mocking SpongeBob.
meme.
I finished making dinner.
He said he was just whipping up some sweets. So,
I mean, I guess we could just do the one that looks like
the others?
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, we can just, redo it.
Yeah, should we save? I don't know if this is
Let's
a game
save.
where we
I
should
think we should save.
where we should
definitely
save like every 5 minutes.
If it's an RPG Maker game, you should save all the time.
Gotcha.
Good to know. Well, I'm going to hope that this means that it was in fact a lie.
Yum,
Punch.
tasty.
Peak RPG Maker gameplay.
The slap sound, I feel like I
It's,
forget that it's actually a slap sound, and I think you're just hitting your mic.
it's a very good sound.
It's really good.
What? Gross. This is the truth.
Oh, oops.
Sorry.
Did you get experience from it, though?
I did.
I bet they're all truth. Do you need assistance?
No, I got this. Okay, I guess she's got this.
I also really love Keith.
Keith is...
Oops! Oops, I also really love Keith! Just a good, proper boy.
Yeah,
I do appreciate Keith. Lovely, lovely hair.
Slapping at the keyboard. I guess if he said that he was just about to whip something up, then maybe...
Maybe this is a lie.
Maybe. Oh, it looks like a little cat.
Yeah, we're literally playing two truths and a lie, you're right.
Well, I sure hope that I move first. Okay. Now I know how item use works. Hey, level up. And we
Hey.
learned fire.
That's good. And it was the lie.
Presumably.
Oh!
I guess so.
So this is what you call eating a lie?
No! Run!
I never knew of such a race. Our race is a special diet too, but lies? That's surprising.
Well, that's not suspicious.
Yeah. We eat little dragons.
Does your family ever leave the town, mister?
There are many roads impassable by vehicles, so it's inconvenient even getting here.
Inconvenient.
Yes. You're tired from your trip too, I suppose.
Yeah.
And the town being emptied is very worrying as well. I'm rather frail, And my sister is younger and frailer girl still.
Whoa, huh. I feel bad for you guys.
Bad?
Well, there's all these lands and towns all over the world. You haven't seen it all, but it's all different and all great. The world's really huge.
You say so, but I'm satisfied with a small world with my dear sister. Still, I thank you kindly for the conversation.
A stuffed rabbit.
There's candy here.
I did not expect a moral choice here. She for the long time, you know, shame.
You took it?
I did take it.
Good. That happened like half of the time when Bo and I were playing Hello Charlotte. We were just like, oh, what's in here? And they were like, destroy everything that this man worked on for his entire life, or don't do that. And we're like, can we back out of this?
I can't believe that this egg is so rotten.
Are these just all rabbits? They're all rabbits.
You want me to be the sister?
Yeah, I assume we're gonna have a conversation with Effie.
Just one. Someone to talk with for a little bit.
Okay. Rachel, right?
Chill.
I'm Athena. Call me Effie.
Fee. Is that red man who was with you your brother?
Nah, Leo's my papa.
Your father? I don't have a father anymore. Just my brother.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, when we were little, he just collapsed one day, and the next day he was gone.
Are you lonely without your dad?
Fine. He's here. He's really nice. Oh, but one time, he did strangle me. He looked really sad.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's no big deal, though.
Dear Lord!
If you had a brother, you'd understand. He looked really sad.
I feel like I should have done some more research on some content warnings.
Yeah, oops.
Also,
Hi, boss.
that is to say, yes, boss, all according to your will.
Boss, according to your will. Hi, Bo, I hope you have fun at tabletop and you have a wonderful day, and you're such a wonderful friend, and I'm happy that you're in my life. And you can't hear any of this, so you can't get mad at me for saying any of it.
Boss? Hot take. Boss? Good.
I can't rapid fire the compliments as well as Sunny can, but
But Vo?
It's my power.
Good. Sorry,
Well.
a thippy. Neo, yells at me, sure, but he's never strangled me.
I see. Maybe we're different then. We're a different race from the townspeople. That's why everyone went away.
I don't get it. But if you don't like something, you should just say no. Or else nobody'll know.
No.
No.
Oh.
Once more.
No!
You got it!
Thanks. It was fun talking with you.
Yeah, you talked a bunch, Rachel.
You sure did talk.
I feel so good. But you should play outside sometimes too. Let's play again later.
No. I lied. Yeah, let's play.
That
And
he
there's a lie.
did actually create a lie. No. Wonder if I should eat this. Sure. We just learned how to fire.
Sure, let's eat it.
Did that actually do any more damage than the regular
know.
attack? Good talk.
You talked a lot.
I mean, I resonate with Rachel there. Sometimes you just meet a new person and you talk a lot and then you're just totally burnt out on conversation.
That happens to me all the time.
Seasonings. Sparkly. Slightly wet.
Oh, I guess we only have 5 slots. Also,
nice little house.
Yeah. As far as RPG Maker houses go, pretty highfalutin. Lots of books. A book.
I'm seeing a theme, except for assorted little things.
A book. It's a book. There's a lot of books.
Also, go on to the next stall. That's just a
I gush about my friends for a moment, Redeem.
so.
I will say,
I like it.
Yeah, I will say that Goo has been like doing a lot of art recently, and it's been like really impressive seeing her improve. And like yeah, she did like a little. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like sort of a trading card, tarot card sort of thing of like herself, but I was super into it. But yeah, go check out Goo. She's good. She's slimy, and she's good slime. Good friend. Yes, good. Love her. I feel like my head is a little bit empty, but I hope that's a good enough extol. Yeah, good art. Is there anyone else
we
to
should go
talk
back
to?
home.
Oh,
Oh, he's just hanging out. Had fun?
yeah.
Alright, now give me the usual. Tell me everything that happened and what you heard from people.
Okay.
That's it?
Yep, that's all for now.
I see. That leads credence to the theory of them being descendants of vampires.
Bam.
A race that thrives on people's blood.
They eat blood or drink it?
What's up? They attack people and suck out every last drop.
They die.
Yes. Yes, they do. These days, vampire bloodlines have weakened such that they don't drink blood anymore. But it's also possible their nature is just lying dormant. In any case, the info's too shaky to say anything yet.
Good yawn. Love
Thanks. Thanks. Sleepy. I'm going to bed. You should too. Don't go doing anything weird.
Hey, Leo.
Don't grab my sleeves just because they're long.
Why do you think I eat lies anyway?
If I knew that, you'd have a mountain of sweets in front of you by now.
Really? Well, why am I the only one who can eat lies? You and other people can't.
Sleepy. Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but it's a fantastic power, like nobody else's. See, Effie, even if you mean to tell lies, they end up haunting you. And lies that come out of guilt and regret and all, they get bigger. Then it gets too much to handle, and lies completely overtake you. And that's just total darkness. But if you eat people's lies before that happens, you can keep them from that fate. So I think it's a wonderful power.
I see. So I'm pretty amazing.
Oh, so very amazing.
But when you lie, Leo, monsters don't appear like with other people.
Listen, Effie, everything I say is 100% truth. Even if I were lying, the lie's never been found out. It's not really a lie. Okay, I'm off to bed.
Huh? But night only just started.
Go to bed now.
Okay. but I'm not even sleepy.
Oh.
Let's go have fun. Also, let me check in on chat.
Lex is tired from work and is going to go soon. First evil plan.
And extol buddies for Gengar.
I feel like really, really bad that I haven't been able to chat with Gengar as much recently because moving and everything has been so crazy.
But, like, Gengar is kind of incredible. They are, like, genuinely one of the most hardworking people I know.
And, I mean, obviously, I am a huge, huge fan of their art. You can see from their little artist pin that they've done some stuff for me that I can't show right now because my collab setup doesn't allow me to switch to other ones really easily. But, like, yeah, Gengar is so much worth your time if you ever, like, commission them, or if you just talk to them, if you're just an interesting person. I really like them, and I want to talk to you more. I'm very sorry that I've been busy. Oh, and Darth.
Hi there. My friend here, if I can do the collab command. This is Sunny. Sunny_egg.
Who is a friend that you should definitely go follow because he's very
What?
sweet.
You okay, Sunny? Did I lose you?
Okay. No,
Oh.
I'm here.
Oh.
I think I cut out for a minute.
Oh.
It's because you said something nice to me,
Aw.
and so I vanished off the face of the planet. But I'm okay now. Everything is fine.
The friend compliments hit different in person,
But yeah.
definitely go check the Sunny out.
No, you should check out Cricket.
They're already on my channel.
Good, you're right where you should be.
But really, you're all very, very sweet, and I care you very much. It goes to Sunny and to chat. Yes, good.
I'm super, super pumped about the community that I have. I feel like
I've managed to find a bunch of
really, really neat people, and that makes me very, very happy, and definitely encourages me to continue streaming and everything. So
yeah. Thank you.
Like a lot of people have had the same experience. Like we finally found a lot of circles where we kind of like belong, I guess, if that makes sense, through streaming. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with like you get to kind of portray this version of yourself that's the version that you wish you could always be. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like this is who I am, but like I'm not always comfortable enough to be like this part of myself. So I feel like I've met a lot of people that are like true and genuine friends because of that.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of these communities are so tight-knit and like very kind and nice.
Yep, that definitely checks out with my experience. Definitely my confidence in like my identity and my personality and my ability to talk with people has been drastically improved by like starting streaming and making friends and being genuinely accepted. So like,
Yeah. This is powerful.
It's just really nice.
Yeah. Also take care, Lex. I don't mean to keep you, but
Have a night.
yeah, sleep well.
and we're definitely going to be saving this VOD if Sunny gives his blessing. So
Yeah, of course I give my blessing. I never save my VODs because I forget. So if someone does it for me, I'm happy.
I've just recently tried to get in the habit of it, so
I'll get to it eventually. Rosalie, my mistress, yes. Though selfish, I do admire her determination. Once she makes up her mind to do something, she will not stop until it is achieved. As for other good points, well... well,
very
well...
Another experiment this time.
okay. I need to
no.
put some effort into this one.
Oh no!
So I feel like I've said this before, but Sunny is a very, very important part of sort of the Varia and NAPS VTuber circles, if anybody here in chat is familiar with them. And those groups of people have just been just unflinchingly kind and accepting and fun to talk to, and I've felt very, very at home with them. And Sunny has been a huge part of that. He's just kind of like a ray of, okay, I guess the name, but like but like he's just a ray of sunshine. He's super easy to talk to, and just interesting and talented from like what I've seen of your of your cosplay work, and your art is very, very cute, and obviously your sewing is like mad impressive. So yeah, Sunny has been a huge part of making that sort of circle of the community really inviting to me, and that's really given me a good place to make friends and just be more myself. So thank you, Sunny. I care about you a lot.
It's not like I'll cry about it or anything. It's not like I won't. That's very kind of you to say. I'm really happy that you've been able to find a home in my home.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to share it with you.
Yeah.
I still feel a little bad that it took me so long to like start talking with you one-on-one.
Don't feel bad. I don't talk to anybody. I feel really bad too, because I'll have people reach out and I'm like, I'm sorry, I never reach out. I'm just really shy and also super busy all the time. I love you a lot. So don't even feel bad. Also, like I have been with Luna for quite some time. 8 years. And she's very similar. So it's something that I am very used to and like very comfortable with. And it's familiar to me.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's been a while, yeah. I forget sometimes, and then someone brings it up, and I'm like, 8 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Luna's also someone that I care about a lot, and I also need to talk with more.
It's okay. She says that all the time. She's always like, oh, I want to talk to Cricket. I'm gonna...
Aww.
Here's this funny thing that I'm gonna show Cricket. And I was like, so do it. And then I doubt that she does, because she's just shy. I think she's actually asleep right now.
That's very, very sweet.
Anytime I hear that like somebody talks about me when I'm not there, it's like, wait, what? People remember me? What?
Same way. We talk about you all the time. I think you're super cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, video games.
We're here for video games. I'm gonna open my snack.
Yes, please.
I finished my pasta, and the first thing I thought was, man, I should have had more pasta.
Yes, please be fueled.
Also, Chad is so nice too.
We love you.
Yeah, I love you guys too. I didn't expect to be just a puddle of feelings in this game about eating lies, but here we are.
Yeah, that's the RPG Maker way. Wait till you play Omori.
Oh, yeah, it's still on my wish list.
It's on the Switch now.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah, I technically have it because, well, I backed the Kickstarter, which was back when the port was 3DS.
Oh.
But because of the rating, there's a delay in delivering the codes for the Switch because it's rated M.
Ah.
So there was like a bit of an issue like getting those codes in so they could distribute them. So I don't have it yet. But when I do have it, no one will hear from me because all I'll be doing is lying in bed playing this game again for the second time.
And
it's free on Game Pass.
Oh, really?
Gengar is right. It is free on Game Pass.
Well, shucks. I'm running out of excuses.
I am very much looking forward to playing it. I still don't have a way to like capture from Switch if that's where I get it, but
Would you stream it?
Is it something that like is streamable?
I wouldn't stream it, personally, because I felt like I had a really close, like, personal relationship with the game. And, like, maybe after playing it a few times, I would stream it to kind of show people. But for me, some games I kind of like to kind of experience on my own quietly. And then there are other games that I'm really excited to share with other people. Omori wasn't something that I ever really wanted to stream, and Vo and I kind of talked about it, and we were like, yeah, there's something about it that kind of, like, strikes a chord in a way that I don't really want to have to talk about just yet.
Huh.
If that makes sense. It's a rough, it deals with a lot of rough topics.
I did pick up on some of that, yeah.
A lot of them. So it's kind of hard to kind of, like, not talk about them. But a lot of people do stream it and they have a really positive experience. I would say just kind of, like, keep it in mind, because it's fun and it's like, it's an amazing game. It's a work of art. Omoka and the team did an amazing job on it, but I personally would probably not stream it myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to discourage you from doing that, but
no,
I would say
that's reasonable.
Think about it first.
Yeah.
When Bo and I played Hello Charlotte, I'm so glad that we played Hello Charlotte together. But there were times where I was like, should we be streaming this? Maybe we should stop. And we did it, and it just kept getting worse. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't think it would get worse. But I'm glad that we did. It was one of those games where I was like, would it have been a different experience for us if we just shared it with each other? And would that be, like, a more positive or negative experience?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like, streaming is really weird in that way.
Yeah, I've definitely put some thought into it. Not that much thought. Not enough that I can formulate more than 3 sentences on it. But yeah, having
I could talk about Omori forever.
But yeah, having an audience and, like, just experience something with regards to other people's attention and time definitely does put a different spin on it.
Not necessarily a negative one, but
for something that's, like, intensely personal, then yeah, I can totally understand that. And I also very much remember you and Vo immediately screaming in all of your channels, please play Hello Charlotte once you finished. So
Hello Charlotte is a very good game, and Vo and I will consistently say that it is one of our favorite games we've ever played, and not a game that we would recommend to most people. Because it's great, but oh boy, is it so rough in so many ways that I, like, don't even want to get into. But it's amazing, and, like, the creator really told an amazing story in such a creative way that I really appreciate. But it's hard. It's hard to, like, play, and it's hard to think about. And we talk about it all the time. We're like, man, remember when we played Hello Charlotte? The creator's actually working on the next installment in the series, like another spin-off.
Oh, yeah.
And every time they release more information, I'm like, Vo, look at this!
Just kicking in the door.
Boss, holy shit! But
anyway, let's play this game.
I'll
talk about Omori for hours.
You know,
it means so much to me.
I'm just having fun chatting with my friend, so...
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Anyway, I don't know if this is a conversation or if you... I guess I can take this one and see what happens.
I became an informant to stay off boredom.
It's quite a fun line of work. And whatever happens, Levin is there to protect me. Well...
You're my favorite.
Good talk.
Oh, apparently 0 on the number pad.
Also opens the menu. Good to know.
What other fun is there to have in this town? A whole lot of books.
Yeah, you can either read or talk to informants. Of which there are, like, a few.
Yep. You good?
Starting to wake up.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely not suspicious. A key. You know, this being an RPG Maker game, I would have expected, like, a prompt to take it, but... Hey, bud.
Look.
He's just snoozing.
It's really cute.
I love hearing people's live reactions to characters they like.
It's like a soft, like delicate, gentle Victorian boy who like a gust of wind would kill him. Love that. A horrible asshole, like super rude, mean guy. Love that. Anything in between, it's hit or miss.
I'm so glad that we chose such a good game for you.
This is great. I'm happy. Game of the year.
When was this even released?
Anyway,
I don't know, a while ago.
game of the year every year.
Asleep. Oh, yep, guess that's it. Lots of books.
Nerd.
Assorted little things.
Oh, were we just rummaging through his room earlier, and I just didn't really notice it?
And he was like, "It's fine."
Some sort of decoration. I already went in here.
Are we supposed to be very bad and naughty and
And leave
like
town.
leave?
I think so.
Oh, should you? If this is going to be a conversation,
I'll
should
do-
you take her?
I'll do this.
Sure.
Hey, Effie. Where's the white-haired guy?
Asleep.
Whoa, that's early. Hey, Effie. Do you remember where you were born?
Yeah. I thought things were bright, and then I saw Leo, and his eyes got all wide, and then I got a bath towel.
I see. Well, do you know why you eat lies?
That I don't know.
That's nice. Very interesting. He's quite the liar, so you're never short on food, are you?
When someone lies, I can smell it out. But I can't eat it until I know for sure it's a lie. If I eat a truth, it tastes gross. But Leo doesn't smell of lies, and I can't tell what's a truth or a lie. It sucks.
Keeps his truth to a minimum. Real enigma he is. So you can't eat clever lies, and if someone knows it's a lie, if the liar themselves...
Yeah, I'm real mysterious too. Hey, about those heart fruits? What are those?
Oh, you mean these love berries? The yellow ones are sweet, but the red are a little sour. Also, they're pretty soft, so they go splat if you throw them at people. Gets them all sticky. Myself, I throw them into the eyes of my foes to daze them.
They aren't food?
So many mysteries. I've been developing a real interest in you, Effie. Easy, I won't do anything. Oh, right, there's still a little something I need to check. And look at the time, you should get back to.
Didn't that guy tell you not to go out at night?
What, the wolf thing? Can't be that scary. Beat up bears before.
Bears?
But you're just a weak little girl, yet, Effie. Go back to get some rest.
God, how do I do this? Also, take care, Gengar. It's very good to see you.
Happy Pride and good night.
Happy Pride.
Curio,
And
hello!
Curio, hi.
We are having fun.
We are having fun. We're playing a game about literally eating the physical manifestations of lies. And now I get to say this line. I'm strong too. Rawr. Oh.
See? Good night. Straight home now, here. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye. It got dark, huh? I should go straight back. And I got a bad feeling.
What happens if you don't? No sleep.
No sleep. I guess we could we could save and find out.
So I'm gonna save and find out. You can leave town?
This seems like a
So
very
bad.
this seems like a very bad idea.
I guess nothing happens. You can
I
just
guess
leave
we're good.
town. It's just to freak you out. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yep, we're good. Also, I do appreciate that because she can't read, the sign is just a
She
sign.
can't read and she forgot.
And she forgot.
He was like, "You're gonna forget." She's
That's-
like, "No."
It's so good. Do we want to try picking on anyone? Locked. Still asleep. Like, I don't know what to expect from this game, so I'm like,
I don't either.
Is there going to be a jump scare if we do something
guess-
stupid?
Maybe we just really do have to go to sleep. That sucks. I thought maybe. Oh wait, see if he's bother him. Wake him up. He's asleep.
Sunny has one thought, and it is bother this man.
Just I wanted to see what he's thinking about. Your bed's on the other side, idiot.
It makes me very
He
happy.
sucks so bad.
Wonder if I should just go to bed. Please tell me this heals us.
Whoa.
Okay. Hey, that scream just now.
Let's check it out. Stay right behind me. Don't wander off. So it didn't heal you. Good news. Did not heal you.
We
We
do
got
have
candy.
some other.
tea cookies. We didn't just get one.
Yeah. that's good.
And
The candy heals, I think, everybody, which is good.
yes.
Oh, that was
Good thing you stole it.
Yep. Crime does pay, actually. It pays 30 HP to all party members. Sunny's favorite
Try not
character.
to crunch too close to the mic. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Chat
And
can,
there's my dog.
And then there's your dog.
He's got a lot to say.
as is his right. But yeah, chat can definitely let me know if I need to adjust anything on Sunny's side, but
I'm good.
I'll just mute myself if he keeps this up.
also
He's been very rowdy today.
Sunny's favorite character trope.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
It is! I love that.
Are we going out of town now?
Maybe.
Nope. Oh, I guess it's still just a sign. So,
Okay, that's bad news.
yeah. Still
Okay.
locked. Still nothing. Cool.
Also bad news.
Cool.
Also, you should always trust a man who decorates his room
With like a pew?
Pew.
I mean, at the very least, that didn't look very cushioned, but
Yeah, it doesn't look cozy. But maybe that's, just for the aesthetic.
yeah. I do appreciate the aesthetic of this game, by the way.
Okay, they're okay at least. I heard a loud sound. Will you be alright going out there?
Sheesh, that woke me up. Gosh, I'm sleepy. I'm going to see what happened. I'm sure you'd be fine, but take care out there.
I don't like that the other two are just gone.
Yeah, not my favorite.
I appreciate when my limited casts are
Accounted for.
I think it's that path next to these two houses.
like to the whoop.
Oh,
God.
Oop.
So anyway,
anyway, let's just.
oh, whoops. Path. Where did you say?
Up in the top corner, those two houses. I think there's like a path between them. Yeah,
Oh, I did not see that at all.
a sneaky little alleyway. Oh,
Oh,
is I dead? No good. She's gone.
really?
Really?
Hey, she's wounded on the neck.
Yeah, you're right. It's like bite marks. Well, what to do here? I'll have to tell the winged informant, I suppose.
What are we gonna do?
Give him a call. I hate to see him. It's their job to deal with this kind of thing, after all. The cops?
The cops? God.
Dead.
This sucks.
Yeah, this is so bad. I liked that character.
Like, I kind of like all of the characters.
They're all good, and there aren't many.
Something happened?
Someone died. Probably murder.
Huh?
It was the informant in the hat. Lend me your phone so I can call you-know-who.
I'll make the call. They'll be here tomorrow morning at the earliest. Go to your place, lock the door, and stay inside.
Glad you understand. Won't be asking for any money later, right?
You're so rude. I just don't want to lend you anything important to my work. I wouldn't stand for it if you sneakily made off with the personal info on this phone.
You trust me that little?
What are we gonna do about her?
Gonna have to leave her until they arrive.
Yes, if she was indeed murdered, we wouldn't want to make any missteps on the crime scene, yes? You're leaving her like that?
I do my job. We're no experts.
Experts. Still, though, it's hard to believe the Hatter was done in. Wasn't she rather strong?
But she could also go down quick if somebody got behind her.
Oh, would she? Is that what happened when you first met?
Still, not enough info. We'll gather more tomorrow. Oh, and just at a glance, it looked like there were bite marks on the neck.
So, you think this town's vampire story?
Still think it's up in the air as to whether that's true.
How puzzling. Let's think it over carefully tomorrow.
Good idea. Alright, see ya.
Take care.
So I see. Another one.
Oh.
Well...
Well, back to bed.
Can you get to sleep?
I don't know.
If you really can't fall asleep, you can sleep over here. As if you're actually that dejected. Good night.
Good night. I feel so bad for this child. Please help her.
Yeah, sucks.
That informant with the hat just stopped moving. Is this Effie?
I think it's Effie.
And I'd only just been talking with her. Will I even get to sleep tonight? I might not. Ow!
Fine. We're leaving. Get ready.
Did you smack the child awake?
I think he did.
I'm sleepy.
Not more where that came from.
I'm up. Morning.
Good. Let's go. Wow. Oh. Leo. Wow.
There's just a lot of feelings to work through here.
Oh, more people now.
Yep, and they all appear to be mates. Or I guess just wearing a cool coat.
Long time no see.
Also, hi there, Adia. Interesting time to come in.
Oh, hi, welcome.
Adia is a friend who has
Done some fantastic art for me, so yes. we appreciate it, Adia.
I will I don't think I have it in this scene, but I will definitely share it with you afterward. Because I think some of it might be your style. Yeah, to be expected though. You're always around when these things happen. A child?
Make this clear, she's not my kid. Captain, I'm all done with. Yo. You again? I don't suppose you're the culprit in this case. And that child there, isn't she a dragon? First fraud, now kidnapping. Where does it end with you?
Dragon?
She hatched from an egg. The egg just suddenly appeared under my bed. And hey, just try to prove that that fraud incident. You're not calling me a crook without evidence, are you?
Calm down a bit, Brett.
But... as you wish.
Indeed, she does seem to be a dragon.
Fellow dragons know each other just like that, huh?
He's a dragon?
Right, forget bait. Hello there, miss. I am Neil Massfield, captain of the police.
Forte! Thank you for the resubscription.
Nadia's been lurking a little bit.
Multi-tab drifting.
Please drift responsibly.
But welcome, Forte. Thank you again.
Where was I? This is Vice Captain Brett. And he and I are both dragons, same as you.
I've never met any other dragons before. I'm Effina. Call me Effie.
We still have business to attend to, so excuse us for now. We intend to stay until the culprit is caught. Come to us for anything. Unless I indicate otherwise, it is our duty to protect even these two.
Dang.
So long then.
So, those guys are dragons too.
This time you've met him, huh? Well, I've been avoiding them as much as I can. When it comes to dragons, they know their stuff.
I see.
Time for me to gather info. You can go play, I guess.
Okay.
You know the drill. Don't wander off too far.
I know.
Alright. I'll go to see her first.
Oh, we get to be Leo.
Yeah!
Child slapper extraordinaire.
This guy sucks.
It's like most of the victim's blood was taken out. Seems the marks on the neck were some sharp animal fangs or something.
So these are literally just the dragon police?
They're just a dragon cop.
Oh, hello.
Sure.
Also,
Now
yeah.
people are here.
Also, yeah, the art in this game is, yes, good. Chef's kiss. It's Miwashiba, so.
Yeah. Curio, you like Vocaloid, so you're probably familiar with this artist.
Mm-hmm.
They did Flower. They did Flower's like initial design and art.
Mm-hmm.
I love Flower, so I'm happy.
Flower has, I need to listen to more Flower, but they've definitely become one of my favorites.
I'll
Like,
send stuff your way.
Yeah.
yep, it all clicked for me earlier in stream too, Curio.
It's all coming together.
Heard a wolf comes around here. It's hard to tell what animals you're thinking, so they're hard to fight. It's nice that the captains can fly, but we're not dragons ourselves, so it's rough keeping up with them. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho.
Good talk.
Good talk.
I'm trying to remember, like, there were specific, like, really high profile, like, high quality, kind of older Vocaloid PDs that Miwashiba did, and I don't remember what they were.
She has been doing a lot of work with VTubers lately.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, I'm a VTuber that you could work with lately.
Touch his fingers together. Aha. But what if?
Looks at you really sweetly and cutely. So...
This place is so empty, huh? I mean, it's not like I'm here for fun, but the captain and vice captain are doing most everything, so... If it's not a major case, maybe we can disperse within the day.
So they're all cops.
They are all cops, but they are not all dragons.
Sir, you wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Seems someone was attacked. Even after my insisting, they refrained from going out at night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sounds like a guilty conscience to me.
Literally says nothing.
Curious that you should say that.
Let's go see the dead body. I think that's what he's gonna. I think that's what he meant.
Oh, by her?
Oh God, the cops.
Well,
All right, I guess never mind.
Also, is that a hole, or is that just literally a sheet of blood that has dried on a fence?
I think it's supposed to be blood.
that's...
The color is just slightly different.
Yep. This just in, I would fail one of those color picker tests.
I guess the other one.
I guess
the
the informant.
Morning, Mr. Swindler.
I'm Leo here. So any new info?
Right. I'll tell you what I gathered yesterday. This is...
Wow, beautiful.
I do really like the...
I was about to call them eye catches.
But
This is an old story. There was a family of vampires who lived in a certain town. They were very gentle souls, yet there came to be many cases of missing townspeople. Then, one day, those who had gone missing were found in that family's mansion, drained of their blood.
Was that this time?
No, this happened elsewhere. Afterward, the family was executed for being horrifying vampires, but it seems one from the family was able to quietly escape from the town. And they came here and married an ordinary human. With each generation, the vampire blood gradually weakened. But one day, decades later, another townsperson was attacked.
What then?
That's all I learned. I couldn't find any records or of anything after that. The pages were ripped right out. That's right, this was written in a book. A diary, perhaps. By someone named Jael Rigfire.
Serious? Then it's the same as what I found.
In short, the ones who would know the most would be those siblings.
Right. I'll go check with them. Yeah, what?
My payment?
I already knew all that stuff.
But
what? You should have told me that first.
Here,
what's this now?
a tea cookie.
I could have told you that. I'm asking you why you're showing me this.
What's this? Does an informant like you really not know about these cookies?
Huh?
Well, can't believe there'd be anyone who doesn't.
No, of course I know about these cookies.
From Milk Tea
He
Town?
just keeps going. Yes.
Only one baked every 2 months?
Yeah.
You know all about these cookies, do you?
Believe me, yes!
Then you must know the value of them, right?
I'll take it as payment.
That you will. Counting on you if you find any new info.
Yes. Thank you.
Great. So great.
Excellent scene.
Me pulling out one single Muddy Buddy out of my bag of snacks. Oh, you mean this Muddy Buddy? You don't know about this Muddy Buddy?
That's so good.
I think your mistress should maybe be re-educated, starting with the basics.
I must... Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
No, you go.
I must admit on numerous occasions that the mistress is a bit slow on the uptake. But as such, I do get to see some amusing things. As long as I get my due pay, I have no real qualms.
And about too.
Yep, that's a Nya man.
We love the Nyanya man.
Yeah.
Siblings.
I did send the sibling dance to my sister, and we have been quoting it ever since.
It's good. It's just really good.
It's so good. Oh, and Curio, you can curse as much as you want. I do
have my stream, like, flagged as 18+. I am not bothered, so.
Should I have copied your
redeem to make you curse?
Oh, no, I've other people's streams if that's okay.
Feel free.
I just don't do it on my stream. I don't know how it started, but I just don't.
It's a very good bit. I guess I'll take him.
Do you want to? Because I'll continue to be him.
If you want to
cover both sides of a conversation,
I'll do it.
Go for it.
It seems someone was attacked. Even after my insisting they refrain from going out at night. I'd like to ask you some things about that. Oh? And who are you two? I said I was a traveler, but the truth is... So this makes you a detective?
For a second I thought it was another cookie.
It looks like another cookie!
Also, thank you for the quench, Adia.
I will also take the quench. I have this seltzer to drink, and it is a big one.
Enjoy your seltzer.
Thank you.
Once we get to the end of the conversation, I may want to pause for just a moment to refill my own water, but...
Hey, I'll probably get more pasta.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry I had to hide it. Alright, I'll do whatever I can to assist. Thank you. Now then, what were you doing last night? I was reading a book, then I nodded off. After that, I was woken by a person's scream, then I locked the front door. Since it would be dangerous if the wolf came inside. I see. Now then, are you familiar with the vampire legend in this town? Well, not so much. I did hear from my father that there was such a legend. But it was long ago, and that family has long since perished, yes? Is that right? Thank you for your time. No, it was nothing. Goodbye. This guy's a terrible liar. But for now, fine. Next, his sister.
Cool. I'm not even a little bit nervous.
But
It's all fine.
It's all good.
but yeah, I'm going to pause for just half a minute, to refill some water.
And we will be right back with you.
See you soon. I'll be right back.
Boop.
So we'll wait a few more moments for Sunny, but
How you doing, chat?
I feel like I haven't kept up with chat quite as much just because I've been focusing on reading and stuff, but
Look, it's Pride Month. Get back just in time to catch Key.
okay, I lied. I took another sip. But, I mean, I'm always here for Kiryu cursing. I've been trying to catch her, her streams more often recently. And, like, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is definitely a game that I've been enjoying, so...
Like,
The reason that came to mind is because,
the way that, like,
I mean, I'm not exempting myself here, but the way that both Kiryu and chat talk about some of the demons there, yeah.
yeah.
But yes,
Feel free to be yourself as long as you're not, like,
intentionally making people uncomfortable or yeah, or saying anything illegal.
I like to think I'm pretty well.
We might be a little bit horny for demons audio.
I hate to tell you this, but
For those who don't know, Adia is a succubus, so there's your context. We aren't talking specifically about the sexy demons. We're talking about how some of us respond to demons that we find sexy. Which, yes, is all of them. Fact.
Oh no, I'm so sorry that I was away for so long.
oh no, I've just been chatting about demons, apparently.
Oh, about demons.
Specifically talking about Kiryu cursing and both her and chat's reactions to some of the demons in Shin Megami Tensei 5 in her streams.
The hot one.
Which is to say all of them, apparently, but
That makes sense. That checks out.
They didn't have to, but they did. And this
I'm
is...
glad they did.
yeah, this is just the universe that we have to live in now.
So let me adjust one more thing.
Sorry for the audio cutting out. Okay, good.
Yeah, we did meet Mananangul. Mananangul?
I should have heard that word pronounced out loud before I tried saying it with my face, but
but yeah,
she's anyway.
Luna just stepped in and is eating some of my snacks.
Hi, Luna!
Forget says hi. Luna also says hi.
She's great. I hope she enjoys her snacks, and she enjoyed her nap.
Forget hope you enjoy your snacks in
I just
Alright,
heard.
what does this asshole have to say? Oh, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about Leo. I'm sorry.
As is your right. But I was just amused by the vague happy Luna sounds in the background.
It's my favorite.
So, if there's going to be a conversation between Rachel and Leah, would you want me to take Rachel, or?
Do you want to?
I am fine with taking Rachel. I don't want to make
Okay.
you do all the talking.
But you gotta make it ooh woo.
Is this overlapping too much with Effie? Maybe if I make it
Pretty
especially
good.
breathy.
That's good. Hello. Mind if we talk for
No. No.
I see.
Oh, that's literally it. Yep.
Didn't sleep that much, huh? I'll gladly assist if you need anything more from me. Right. Thank you.
I hope you don't mind if I just nudge
No,
around
there it
your...
is. I'm a detective, so it's okay.
Not that I suspect you or anything, but I do need to just ruffle around through all of your belongings, literally all of them. I refuse. I refuse. It's funny that Leo and Effie seem to have exactly the same thoughts on exactly everything.
Interesting. It's almost as if... Kids are tough to deal with.
So I did just get... Wow, what is my voice doing? I did just get an enunciate redeem, which is just a redeem to make me say something. So, I hope you'll forgive me, Sunny. Oh, well.
I forgive you. It's okay, I actually do this a lot at work, so I forgive you.
Oh,
For a second, I was like, you ooh at work?
I do, because my coworkers hate it, so I think it's funny.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll talk about, like, this one person who's, like, a bit of a creep, and, I'll pretend that I talk to him in the uwu voice to, convince him to let me use his 3D printer. This is not true. I don't do any of this. And I never would do any of this. But I will be like, wow, that was so interesting. And they hate it. So your uwu is very well placed, and I loved it. 10 out of 10. Great uwu. Good job.
Thank you.
Terrible form.
I'm glad to be reviewed so highly by an expert in the field.
Well, you're welcome.
Curia fought a Nahubi no charm at a con recently.
The artist had a buy with an uwu voice for $5 off.
That's really good
That's
business.
so
That's a
good.
great business decision.
That's amazing.
Because you know everyone's gonna do it, and it's gonna be fun.
That's so good. Wait, I could be charging people like actual money for this?
I love this. Incidentally, the design for the detective badge got changed last year, didn't it? They changed it a lot. Wish I knew how to make those replicas myself. Guess I'll go ask him some things too. The cops!
The caps?
The cops, the cops!
Red,
Red.
what do you want?
Found anything out? You've been here investigating, I hope.
Yeah? As you saw for yourself, the victim, Carol Delida, was stabbed with a knife. There were multiple stab wounds, but not much bleeding, it seems. Not much blood at all, in fact.
So then what's the sticky stuff on the wall?
It's the fruit?
It's the fruit!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it looks like blood, but it's some kind of juice. Tastes a little sour, I guess. Tastes a little sour, I guess. Probably loveberry.
This man just stuck his finger and went, might as well.
Might be blood. Let me find out. You licked it?
That was the fastest way.
Captain, might I recommend not licking everything you see?
Even if it were poison, I would.
Oh, forget it. What about the wolf?
Wolf, huh? We've only looked a little, but we haven't found one yet. In fact, I don't sense any animals around here at all. Bugs, maybe, but that's it.
You see. Thanks. Make a note of that.
Is that
Notebook.
is that actually a note that we have?
Memo. Hardly any blood, only juice in the wall. Almost no animals around the town. Like Ace Attorney is what I'm seeing.
Huh.
You know, I didn't expect, like, mystery game.
Maybe I should fish around for a little more info. I bet Effie will bring in something herself. Will she?
Found another! More people, more lies. So weird, and I got cookies. Let's beat this one up.
You know, it's important to know how to forge for yourself.
She's doing a great job. Look at her go. The little pop, I love it.
It's a good little pop. Tasty. Not very big though. What now? Maybe I'll read a book. Yeah, okay. I gotta practice my reading. I feel like I could eat some more lies, or I could
There's a lot.
There sure are many of them.
I fully investigated the area.
Okay, I actually do want to talk to all of these now. just to see what the lies are.
That sounds like the truth to me.
Yep.
I'm doing my job. Seems alright.
That's so good. This is a good video game.
This is such a good game. I beat up 3 guys yesterday. You sure did.
Yep, I'll believe that.
Oh, that one's kind of rough.
Oh no.
There's not enough to go around.
Ooh.
Oh, it's dangerous here. I'd recommend you find somewhere else to play.
Still red. Anyway, reading. Library, I guess. Let's see.
Oh, that's just the word let's see.
Let's see. Vampire. That's not it. Vampire. Vampire. I give up. I can't read it at all. Huh? A photo? Seems kind of old. It's a man, a boy, and a girl. Something's on the back. Yeah, I can't read it though. Is it okay if I take this? Papa says that when you get your hands on something, it's yours, so I'm taking it. I'm bored of books. Let's go somewhere else.
Hi, Adia, I'm not totally sure, but I know that saying that it's a lie initiates combat with it, and I have like 3 cookies to my name.
Oh no, I actually have, I have many.
I think Leo and, what's her name who died explained it well. If you can't identify a lie as a lie, then it's true. So if you're a really good liar, all of your lies are like essentially true and they're not going to manifest. So even though all these things exist, if Effie is like, no, that sounds true and like legit to me, it's not going to be like, she's not going to recognize it as a lie, so she's not going to attack it.
And yeah, in the fiction, Effie is the one that is instigating these fights. These are not attacking her. She's just like, I'm gonna eat that.
It's like, looks tasty to me.
I mean, if we have enough if we have enough cookies, I don't know. I'm gonna attack a couple. Oh, there are criticals in this game. Good to know.
Oh, good. There's Dragonite.
I just noticed that we have an equip,
Flavor you've never tasted.
A flavor you've never tasted. That's her weapon? It's very cute.
I want want earmuffs that look like that. What the heck? They're so cute.
Right? Hey, what are you reading? What's it say?
You can't read yet?
Nope, I'm trying, but not a word.
See. Shall I teach you some?
Hell yeah. Sure.
Then, see. This is town.
Do we intentionally mess it up? I kind of want to see.
Afraid not.
Aw.
No need to rush. Learn at your own pace. So you're a dragon too?
Yep, we be dragons.
You look happy. It's a relief.
Hmm?
The horrors of the world have not broken you yet.
Oh god.
A huge sword. Is that his? God, Adia. Where were we actually going? She was...
We talked to Leo, but where was he?
Like we had just left here when we switched over, right?
Yes. Maybe at home?
Nope.
We already came up here, right? Yes.
Yeah, and he said, "Get lost, kid."
See, there's the Brooklyn, just a little bit.
He said, "Beat it, bozo." Oh, we haven't talked to them yet.
I guess not.
On a stroll?
Yep.
I see. Don't wander off too far, please. Hey.
Yoo-hoo! Not gonna play outside?
Outside? Well, leave my room. Because my brother tells me not to.
Oh, well, let's talk then.
Okay.
So you've never left this room?
When outsiders are here in town. But even when there aren't any, I can only go on walks at night.
Hmm? Why?
I don't know. My brother goes out a lot at night. When I woke up last night, I saw him go out.
Why?
I don't know. Hey! What's that photo?
Oh, this? It was stuck in the cover of a book in the library.
Hey, brother.
Oh. It's kind of faded, but now that you mention it, it does look like you, Rachel. Can you read what it says on the back?
Yeah. It's my name. And brother. The other one is our father? Maybe? It says... How do you pronounce that? Jail.
Yeah, jail.
My guess would be either like Yale or Hale, but
Yale sounds correct.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with
Let's
Yale.
go.
So she can read. Nice.
Brother said there weren't even any photos left from back then, though.
Is your brother a liar?
Yeah, he never tells me anything. It's really fun to get to talk with you, Effie. Whenever anyone comes, my brother says not to talk.
Leo tells me to God. You're named through the sentence. Leo tells me to shut up all the time, too. So, we're buds.
That's right. There's been a lot of gossiping outside today. Did something happen?
Huh? You don't know? Someone, died last night. Did I lose Sunny? Or is the voice
It
just
was
too
too
woo-woo?
quiet. Am I here?
I can hear you now. The voice
I
is just
see.
too woo-woo.
Again.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Hi there, Spiky. Thank you very much for the resub. God damn it, we made it so far in this stream without a comment. I appreciate the resub, Spiky.
Something.
Look.
Anyway,
Couldn't think of a good retort, so we're just moving on.
I'm getting kind of sleepy. Will you talk with me again?
Yeah, sure. Well, bye.
I guess that's it. Bye.
Hmm.
Just eating so much all at once is really... Are you listening? Munch.
Munch. Like,
we made jokes about needing to do anime girl eating noises.
bye.
Oh,
I wasn't. I was going to like make a meta joke about it, but I guess here we are.
I do this a lot, actually.
Is there a story behind that, or?
No, it's just something I started doing as a joke, and now I can't stop.
God.
That's
Like,
that's
I'll
a
see
move.
anything, and I'll be like... It's just what I do now.
That's that's great. That's great. Good for you.
It's not great. I can't stop.
At least you aren't alone. Adi apparently also does that.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not alone. What? You want some of these too?
Sure.
Oh, but... Oh. Alright. But only if you tell me info of equivalent value.
Info?
Information. This is business, my dear.
Ma'am, I am like 6.
You must repay me for what I'm giving you.
What would be good?
See. How about him? The big one. Tell me his weaknesses.
Weaknesses? He can't handle beer. He gets woozy right away.
Oh?
Also, he told me he doesn't really like spicy foods.
I see.
And he lies all the time.
I know that. So, summon him and somehow make him have beer and something spicy. I can defeat him.
That's true. You're smart, lady.
Cookie payment. Say thanks.
Yay!
While standing with the little girl, she has much to learn.
That's great.
I
Can't
love.
handle his beer. He doesn't like spicy food.
Also, Lily, you just heard about what chaos this has brought on Sunny. Is this really a pattern you want to pick up?
Don't stop doing it. You will never stop doing it. You'll do it when they're not even eating real food. You'll just look at something and they go, oh, just for fun.
Oh,
It's the cop.
I guess the cops are here. Oop.
You look happy. That's great.
It's you. On your own now?
Yep.
I see.
Has he done anything to you?
Huh? Why do you ask?
People and dragons working together is very rare occurrence.
About how much do you know about dragons?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know anything about myself.
I see. Then I'll tell you what I know.
Horns and wings.
Are you able to put these out freely?
Well, I can, but it wears me out, and they're really wonky shaped.
So, still unstable. Doesn't particularly require anything but a simple application of force, but these are the symbols of being a dragon. Stop making that face like it's really tasty. You know, I don't mind.
Oh, you cop guys put really good cake. Cupcake. Cupcake.
There are many different kinds of dragons. I can't recall ever seeing two who are alike. And you're...
I eat lies. I can taste flavor, but if it's not a lie, it doesn't fill me up. I wonder why.
A unique kind of dragon, then. Seems that dragons are always born for a special reason. We're trying to find out what that is ourselves, but we still don't know.
Are there lots of dragons?
Yeah, there are a few dozen in the custody of the police.
Custody?
Hmm?
Custody.
Oh, right. We're protecting them.
Protecting.
As I've said before, it's very rare that dragons and humans live together. Our police force is a special one, which cooperates with people. But I don't much trust humans.
I do appreciate the implication that most police forces do not cooperate with people.
I like what they're implying. From what we know, there's a good chance of dragon eggs appearing before humans. But then they're sold as attractions or as slaves. Many have been stolen.
Slaves? Attractions?
Being forced to work for others and not being treated well. Does that give you a picture?
When I was 2, I was locked in a cage for show. But the captain saved me, and after that, he let me on the force.
We also work to rescue dragons like Brett, who are being treated unjustly.
Why do people do that to dragons?
Because they're rare? We're dragons, so we don't know exactly why.
It's rare to see a dragon. Like you, who trusts people and works with them.
But it's rare to see a
It's rare to see
dragon.
a dragon. Like you.
He says in a room full of 3 dragons.
Though I certainly don't consider him a person. It's all worth trusting.
The inflections are just making this so intense.
That's what this guy does, I think.
You know what? Yeah, that's just true now.
Brett. Still, if you believe in him, in Theobald Leonhardt, we won't interfere. But I would recommend being ready for anything when you work with a human.
Oh, try not to get bullied.
Yes, but there's a difference of lifespan. Dragons are ordinarily rather long-lived, so it's very likely he would die before you. I've experienced this myself. So, if you should ever be left all alone, you can come to us. We'll then gladly protect you in his stead.
Got it.
I'm sorry if I've given you sad thoughts with that remark, but it is a long while off. Until then, you should cherish every day, minute, and second with those you value.
Okay, I'll cherish Papa. Hey, that thing you said, Telebald Lion Pants or something, is that Papa's real name?
Theobald Leonhardt. Don't tell me he didn't even tell you his real name.
Theobald Leonhardt. That's one pathetic name. Thanks.
Right. Sorry to prattle on. You have our support. Papa,
Call him father?
That was just a lot.
So much.
What is it?
Do we want to talk more?
I don't know.
Oh, did we get a candy? I thought that was just going to exit out so I could save, but
Neat.
A lot of things still remain uncertain. If anything happens, come ask us for help.
oh god, did I just miss out on that text? And then save
It's
immediately
fine.
after it?
It's okay, it's fine. I hate that guy. I don't really care. For humans. But if anything happens, I'll do that all I can to assist you.
You're single-handedly turning this guy into my favorite character.
I love him.
Adia needs to start winding down. No worries, I very much appreciate you coming by, Adia.
And we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna be saving some VODs, so.
Yeah.
Very, very good to see Adia.
I guess speaking of winding down, did you have an idea on when you wanted to start closing up?
Yeah, we'll go to bed at like, well, this is a lie. This is a lie, so she's gonna eat that up. I typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, and what that means is I tell myself I'm gonna go to bed at 10 o'clock, and then I don't for about an hour. Because I have to wake up at 5 a.m. pretty much every day for work.
Ah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like that's you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mhm.
Pays the bills. So anytime between 9:30 and 10 is great.
Good deal.
Once we feel like we've reached a stopping point, like soonish, because I'm having fun.
I am having a lot of fun.
But I also do not want to exhaust you, so.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So this is where you got to, Runt.
Leo!
Had some good fun. Anything interesting?
Well, I did this, and this, and this, and this.
Ah, I see. I'll make a note of this photo and the rest. I wonder if this will be enough.
What are we doing?
To a certain liar. Let's go.
Hey, Leo.
What?
What period is always one of my favorite lines?
What? There's a punch. Oh.
Oh no, speaking of a punch.
Oh.
Do you like me?
Name 3 things I like. That's you. Sorry.
Regrettably, that is me. God. Money, beer, and women.
Correct.
And I'm a woman.
No. You're just a brat.
So, do you hate me?
Yeah, hit your guts.
What?
Idiot. If I hated you, I wouldn't be carting you around with me, would I?
Oh, you lied about hating me, so that means you like me. I like you too.
That too.
Which is it?
The opposite of lying about a not lie, which is the anti-opposite of a fakely untrue lie. What?
Part of me wants to try to deconstruct this, and part of me thinks it's not worth the time because it's Leo.
This guy sucks.
This guy sucks. The opposite of, not lie,
Going.
Just anytime he talks, I just want to say this guy sucks after the conversation ends.
I just want to shove him into a locker. There's something about him.
Parentheses affectionate or
I don't know.
parentheses it's
I'm not so
complicated.
sure. It's complicated. We're changing our Facebook relationship status to it's complicated. I remember when that was a thing that people did.
I very recently needed to go on Facebook for something, and this place scares me.
I don't remember what did I even see in it?
I remember when I was still in high school? Question mark? It was
Oh, everyone I know and think I like is on here, so maybe I should join in. And then I realized that I didn't really like any of them.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to be cool, and all the cool kids had a Facebook, so I was like, I
Yep.
can have one and be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't cool.
it very much was not.
No, it wasn't at all.
I sometimes will use it for local groups and get-togethers and events and stuff, but that's only if I have no other option.
Yeah. if that's the only, if I have to. If I
Last resort, Facebook.
I guess I'll go to Facebook. Oh. Oh, excuse me. It's getting dark already, so I'm feeling drowsy. I'd like to talk some. Is now alright? Oh, yes, though my brain might be a bit slow. If you insist, Detective.
Mood.
Me too! Sorry about the brain fog, I'm a vampire. I mean, I'm really tired.
Really, really, Detective. The thing is, I'm just a little guy with
Just
small
a
brain
little
with small brain syndrome.
You have to understand, I'm just a little guy.
Detective? Leo's a scamp?
Good. Now then, I'd like you to repeat what you told me earlier today. Also, if you could tell me what happened after you heard the scream. Last night I was reading, and then I nodded off. I heard a scream, so... I heard a scream, which woke me up. Then I locked the front door. I never went outside at all. It would have been dangerous if the wolf got inside. You told some lies there. I'll explain after we take care of this.
He smells like lies, but I don't know.
If you're not sure, check my notes and remember what you've heard.
Why do you never tell me the answer when you know it already, Leo?
Because you'll never progress from idiocy if I just tell you.
Makes sense. I'll do my best.
So this is where the notes come in handy.
Yeah. So... hardly any blood, only juice, no animals around town.
Keith went outside after
The sound, per Rachel. Rachel doesn't talk or leave her room because her brother told her not to. Rachel was told by her other brother that no old records remained. So, the evidence seems to point in a particular direction. And I locked the front door.
Might be true.
It could be.
I didn't go outside is definitely a lie.
Yes.
That one's definitely a lie. This one's cute.
Just a little one, though.
I'm just a little lie.
Dragon Eye? Protect with burning eyes.
Oh my god.
That sounds great, and also I don't want to waste it. You know what? Well,
Same.
we'll see what it does. No. What was that sound?
A cat, maybe?
Well,
Maybe.
great. Love that for us. It really is just a slap fight, huh?
It's just a slap fight. Except Leo literally has a knife.
You know, a knife that goes...
Yeah, it just makes a slap noise.
What if we just speed it up with another knife? Oh,
Nice.
he learned a little lie skill.
Interesting.
And we do not seem to have a way of...
Wait, you can equip liar?
Well, it makes you attack better.
Makes your defense and lie better. Sure.
Long red coat is just warm. Accessory 1.
Hard. Alright.
Yep. Cool.
Good for you, Leo. Good for you.
Just nod it off.
Seems like a bit of an untruth. Oh, you
Oh,
use HP to recover SP. That's
interesting.
kind of fun.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see why you would need that.
Yep. Yep. What? Ugh, gross. This is the truth. Okay. So
That was
he...
the only. That might have been the only lie. The I never went outside. The wolf is dangerous. I mean,
What, did he
if
like...
there is a wolf.
Was he sleepwalking then? Is that what we're going for?
Okay, another one of these must be a lie then.
So,
Maybe it's the because maybe there's no wolf.
I guess
So
so.
maybe that's the lie.
Well, it does have 200 HP, so...
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, she can howl.
Oh,
Good for her.
I'm proud of her.
Oh, you literally only have 3 left.
So time to get back to slapping.
Time to get back to slapping.
Time to get back to
It
slapping.
won't take long. You're already doing a good job.
Triple knife.
Triple knife. All
Well,
right, good.
Yep.
That's all of them.
I guess that would be it.
Last night, your sister saw you leaving the house, Keith. You told me that your sister was a quiet type who rarely spoke. But she did talk to this girl here. You see, on top of that, it seems like it was you who told her not to talk or go outside. In addition, not a single animal could be found around the whole town.
Oh, right. Wolf. Good. Yeah.
Whoa. So there's really no wolf, is there? So then, why? Since it's dangerous outside, especially when strangers are in town. Haven't you seen someone attack yourself? I didn't want her to see that kind of thing, or tell her about it. So about this vampire legend. You said you didn't know about it. But a book in the library had information about vampires. A diary, I suppose? The author seemed to be one Yale Rigfire. A relative of yours, surely? And in this photo, in addition to Mr. Yale, there's you and your sister, with your names written on the back as well. You also evidently told your sister there is no past records remaining. Yes, that is indeed what my father's name. So the legend. It's real, certainly. We are descendants of that vampire family. And shouldn't you be leaving this town quickly? Huh? What do you mean by? Because it's a dark night tonight. Effie!
Leo!
You. Those same things the informant girl had. Where did he go?
I saw him go outside. He was really fast. I couldn't catch him.
No, that's fine. We have to follow. The cop should be fine, but Feathers might be in danger.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
It's fine. Oh no.
Huh? The lock's busted. Seems sturdy.
What the? Kind of feels like he's done this before, huh?
Hey, lend me that.
Oh, that's my collar.
The juice stuff was making it hard to see. Man, it's all sticky.
Jeez.
When we get to the next town, I'll buy you a new one.
Okay.
If the captains can meet up with Feathers, that'd give me some relief, but... wonder if there's any other exits. Through the kitchen, maybe?
I was curious if you'd be able to talk
Oh
with
yeah,
Rachel,
if we could talk
but
to her.
I would assume.
Well,
Well,
hmm. I hate just,
The slight wind blowing.
yeah, because I feel like something's gonna kill me.
Oh, no, can't climb out windows. No secret passageway behind a mirror.
Is there like a key?
Oh, there was a key on the wall, right?
Oh wait, yeah. Can we use it? No.
Well,
Just for decoration.
Chekhov's key, except it's a lie, fittingly.
Except it's a lie, like the whole game.
Um, Time to check the everything. Hmm.
That's-
When in doubt, just mash the activate button along all the walls.
On every wall, you never know what you're gonna find.
Um,
Big brain time. I feel very small brain, actually.
Brain.
What did we not check yet?
The pew? The bed?
Well,
Take a nap.
yeah, we can sleep in the vampire bed if you really want to. Hmm. Funny how I feel dumb.
I also feel. Oh, go back to the kitchen. So the door is locked, for sure.
yes.
Seasonings and other things.
An oil lamp, decoration.
What? And the key on the wall does nothing.
Yeah, seems like it.
Go to your inventory. Okay,
Well,
none of this is helpful.
We have evidence and we have treats. Which is important, but
Rabbits.
hmm.
oh, a book that has a bookmark.
What's even reading? How to kill vampires? Drive a stake in their heart, cut off their head.
I think that's the book Keith was reading.
What's the meaning of this? Maybe there'd be something in his room too. Okay, now we're fine.
Yep. I mean, fine is a strong word there. Given that the only other vampire that we seem to know is,
Is probably his sister.
I mean, there was the whole strangulation thing.
There was that. Water under the bridge.
A book, it has a bookmark.
Look, this is a book about vampires too. Vampires are weak against sunlight. Is this true? Seems it hurts them a bunch. But hold on, when I first met him... What a liar we've got here. My guess is right.
Hmm?
It's his sister Rachel, alright? It's his sister Rachel, right?
Well, he told her not to leave when strangers are around, so she's never left her room.
I think I should ask her something.
Cool.
Great!
Yep. Love the feelings that this is evoking. Don't! You're gonna scare the heck out of Rachel! Rachel! Hey, I want to talk!
No good. She asleep? There might not be much time.
Hmm?
Overflowing with lies. Can't keep him under control anymore.
A flood of lies?
When you're driven by lies, things get annoying.
If if they're overflowing, I gotta get rid of them. I gotta eat them. Sure am glad that you gave me just a ton of cookies.
Let's eat a snack first before I eat a snack.
Jev.
Jeff.
Uh,
I think we have to fight all of them.
that's what I would assume.
Triple.
Throw
For
knife.
3 knives.
Throw 3 knives.
Clear for
Oh,
knives.
yep. Well,
That's 3 knives, all right.
that'll do it. Just the little anticlimactic pop.
I guess we should probably...
We should probably
Rest-
fight a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, because he has 2 weapons equipped, he attacks twice now?
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Three
Sure.
knives.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a way to
The
do it.
three-knife attack is so good.
Right? I think we actually only make it through 2 knives before everything dies, so...
Yeah, we don't even need the 3rd knife. We save it for later. All cleaned up? Hmm? What's this?
Key for somewhere, I guess?
What rooms are locked?
Hey, Leo, you won't die on me, will you?
What's this all of a sudden?
If you did die, I'd...
Listen, just shut up and follow behind me. As for the rest, I'll protect you.
What was that sound? That one's a mess.
Don't bother with that one. Try and avoid it.
Oh.
Why? Wait,
what?
why?
What?
Wait, why? I kind of want to see it.
I do kind of want to see it. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, it's...
3 knives!
Is that... I feel like that only targets one of them.
Oh my god, there's so many of them!
And they all have 200.
Okay, not all of them have 200, but...
Does fire only hit one? Yep, and they all move first.
Oh, they do all move first.
Oh, okay, so if they die, it does switch to another target.
But also, well,
Stay still.
By pressing left or right, I do get a do nothing command, which...
you know,
That's
love to see it.
I love when there's a do nothing command.
You want some candy? How is that actually working? Action economy. That's a thing, right? Take out the weak ones first?
Take out the weak ones, yeah. Stop slapping us!
God, just the rapid slapping. Time for more candies, I guess.
Come on, Leo.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
He's dead!
You,
You literally said you're not gonna die on me,
You're not
right?
gonna
He's
die
like,
on me, right?
"No."
yeah, it's fine. Well,
Well,
now we know why we were supposed to avoid it, huh?
Like, the horrible thing is that in the back of my brain, I'm like,
We could probably do that.
We could really do it though. Like I think we probably could do it.
But what if
Let's
we
not.
just saw Rachel? Never mind.
oh,
Oh, there's like a few of them. It's unlocked. Oh!
I'll say.
Mess.
So about that body horror.
That's it. This is it.
Some sort of fluid.
He just torn out of that book.
With each generation, the vampire blood in our family has weakened, but there's a small chance of offspring being born with denser vampire blood. Control of their powers is unstable, and they may attack people without realizing. Existing with humans is a difficult prospect. Thus, since moving to this town, a rule has been established to do away with such children if one is born. 2 children were born to us, and one of them was born with a higher concentration of vampire blood. Their powers have not awakened, but it can't be long until then. But I couldn't lay a hand on a child of mine. My wife, too, perished upon birthing the second child, so I don't want to lose any more. Tomorrow, I'll hold a discussion with the humans of the town. It's a dark night tonight.
So one of them has awakened as a vampire, but the other's fine? Then only one of the siblings is a vampire?
So one of them doesn't suck blood.
On the other hand, one of them has to suck blood to live. Or maybe they did, by attacking all the prior townspeople and animals. Captain's orders. I'm here to save you.
Huh? Where'd you come from, mister?
I'm a shadow dragon. It allows me to generally ignore physical obstacles. Hey, Vice Captain. Should be a girl in this mansion. Any idea about her? A girl? This is the last room I've checked, and all I found is you two.
Rachel's not here?
Where's the captain? He evacuated the informant and her assistant, then went to patrol outside. Sounds dangerous. Hey, what are you mumbling on about? Get us outside quick. For that, I want you to go guard the informant. And what do your orders mean to me?
Mr. Brett, please, just this once.
You'd better catch him. We're out.
Sure.
Listen, it's not like I'm lending you a hand. I'll go to the informant and check for the captain.
Thanks. Real help.
Was that Brett?
I think it was Brett.
Whoops.
Oh well.
A whole mess of truth and lies. A bunch of bad, hazy feelings.
We gotta do something about this quick.
So about that whole finding a stopping point thing.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
We're so close to the end, I can feel it.
locked. So I guess we could probably save.
Should we... Or go back to the alley? Because I don't think it's any of the buildings.
that's probably reasonable. Maybe part of me is just procrastinating.
Because I don't want to see whatever horrible thing.
Oh no! It's almost out of oil, but I can light it for a second.
Captain? Is he dead? Did someone die again?
Look,
No, I don't. Mr. Captain!
The sensation. Looks like I died.
morning, Captain. Blood wasn't sucked?
They do say dragon blood doesn't taste very good. Good to know.
Mr. Captain, are you a ghost? Spirit? Zombie?
I'm an immortal dragon. I'm undead.
Immortal.
He can't die, this guy. Stab him, cook him, put him in a stew.
Can't die.
But he just revived, so I doubt he could do much.
Yeah, you're right. The one that attacked me, it was that girl. I was caught completely unawares. Then, well, as you see. After that, she ran further down, then suddenly collapsed. And another one.
Leave the rest.
But
The experts from here on out, you see?
let me rest here a bit. Anything happens, I'll be right here.
He's just gonna sleep? Still got the knife in him. Let's go, Effie.
Intense.
He's undead. Wow. Good to see you again. So you didn't leave town after all. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. No complaints if I kill you and suck your blood. First question, are you a vampire?
Also, take care, Goo. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. That's right, I am a vampire. Did you attack a woman last night? Yes, that was me. Enough lies. Keep it to that, please. First met you in the morning when the sun is still out. And I found the rest of the diary stowed in that room behind the kitchen. According to that, only one sibling inherited the vampire blood. Lies? I'm not lying. It was me who attacked her last night and sucked her blood. You're gonna get swallowed up, kid. It was me who attacked the townspeople and my own father. I did all of it. Rachel didn't do anything. Oh,
Oh.
don't go answer questions I didn't even ask. You shouldn't lie so much if you're not used to it. Effie.
No, it's too big, too sad. I don't wanna.
Then you're gonna wait for him to be swallowed up by lies?
I don't want that either.
What you have to do, and only you can do it. Because I'm a liar too. Eat it all up so you won't tell these lies anymore.
I'll do it. Oh no, not the music box.
Not the music box.
Ah.
Wow, look at that character design.
Yeah, I kind of just want to
Beautiful.
knock out the little ones to get a better look.
Yeah, so I can keep looking. 3,000 HP?
Yeah, just a little bit. Ooh, okay. This is the only healing item I have.
I mean, at least there's only one attacking now.
That is true, but also just like emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally, I'm upset about this. I'm not pleased with the outcome.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on here. Oh no, not the key change. Not the
key change.
Uh,
This is sad. I'm sad.
yeah, I did not
I
I
don't
did not
want to
expect this.
kill this guy.
I very much do not want to kill this guy who's just trying
Like,
to
are we gonna kill him, or is it just like maybe we're just gonna get rid of the lie situation and it'll be fine, right? Like, it'll be totally fine.
That I think that's what was being implied. That
Yeah, so he'll be
But-
fine. Like,
yeah,
he's not gonna
but,
die. It's
like
fine.
yeah, we aren't fighting him. We're just trying to eat up the lies.
That's all we're doing. It's totally okay. It's totally okay. Triple stab. And he'll be fine. Triple stab.
Guess we can increase some attack. And triple stab.
It's doing something.
It is doing something. We are about
It's
halfway
just
there.
taking a minute.
It's
I wish it was faster. It would hurt less if it was faster.
It would hurt less if I didn't have to listen to this song for so long.
yeah.
True.
Does he actually do significantly less damage to Effie?
I think so.
Is that a
That's worse. Actually,
yeah.
like, so much worse. We're getting there.
Almost.
Oh god. This sucks.
This really
Stay
sucks.
silent.
I'm
Oh god.
I'm trying to find like ways to like fill the air, but I'm just
No.
I'm just kind of
And you know
sad.
what? This is just the first game.
God, you're right.
Like, we're gonna get more attached to these characters, and then Leo is gonna die.
Please don't speak that into existence.
Because the minute a character is like, I'm never gonna die, that's it. That's death flag right there.
Almost. Almost.
Sad. So sad.
Ah.
Oh,
Learned big
big
lie.
lie.
I'll eat all of it for you.
Rachel?
I see. Father kept it a secret all along. Huh. I wonder if vampires can make do with animal blood. Huh. Because there's human blood in me too, of course. Rachel, did you attack someone last night? Last night? I was sleeping. I was sleeping, right? Is that right? Never mind then. I'm sure a wolf must have gotten into the town. You should be careful, Rachel. Brother. Sorry. Oh, that's not.
Yep.
I'm sorry for strangling you. I felt strange all of a sudden. All the townspeople left after that incident, as if fleeing. We've hunted out all of the animals around town. My blood alone can't keep up. There's so little left. What should I do? People? Travelers? I nodded off that night. Rachel went outside. When I went out, I found Rachel asleep, and the humans. How long did you know I'd been lying? Around the time I lied about being a detective and questioned you. Plus, you have a habit of smiling when you lie. You should be wary of habits like that. You know, I think I much prefer you acting natural like this. It wears me out. But all the pieces were in plain sight. Did you... You're right. Maybe I wanted someone to stop me. I knew it was all just selfishness. Both my father and I opposed that rule. Couldn't lay a hand on Rachel. But when you look at this, I suppose there was a good reason for the rule. I'll have to redeem myself somehow. This town has become so empty. Well, anyway, you're still rather bloodstained. I could lend you some clothes if you'd like. No, we want to be out of here before those guys wake up.
I went to help them and I got punched. And Mr. Captain fainted. What the hell? Don't scare me. And isn't that cookie thing Levin mentioned a bloated bull? What did he mean anyway?
We should get going.
I'm sleepy. I have to walk on all those roads again.
You don't like it, I'll leave you here.
No, I do like it.
Take care. Goodbye.
Hey, give me a piggyback ride. Sorry.
Rock, paper, scissors. If you win, then sure.
Got it.
Here we go. Rock.
Paper?
That was cute.
That was...
Well, it's also a little rough.
It was...
Let me rephrase that.
It was cute, and then it was... and then it was cute.
It was definitely created. Look how cute that is. Are you kidding?
That's...
Wow.
I've enjoyed this.
This was great.
I didn't expect it to be done in one stream, but
Yeah, I thought it would take a lot longer.
this is good.
This is perfect. And now we can play the second one.
Weird.
I love the characters. I'm excited to see more of the characters.
Oh, VG Person did the translation for this version too.
Yeah, BG person, we love you.
Thank you for all of your efforts over the literal years, oh god.
Thank you for my entire life.
Rose, please. But yeah, I do genuinely like all of the characters, and... woof.
Uh-oh, I could cosplay Leo.
Oh no. Hey, where are we going next?
Not too much of a walk would be nice.
Somewhere with lots of fun and games. Or just somewhere cool. Hey, Leo, when I get smarter, I'll eat your lies for you too.
Maybe we should focus on learning to read first. What are you so happy about? She won!
She did win! I guess that's what the rock and paper was. Okay, yes, I am satisfied.
Very good.
Is that it? Title screen? Oh, achievement unlocked. To be continued?
Oh my god, her second outfit is so cute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely be back sometime for the sequels.
I am really. Oh,
What? Hello? Oh,
oh, character bios.
do you want to read through all of them, or do you not have time for it?
We have time for it.
We always
This
have
is
time
fun.
for more
I always-
character information.
I always have time for Leo.
Oh.
Age 23, height 170 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches. Skills lying, likes beer, money, women, dislikes annoyances. A con artist. He tells lies as easily as he breathes. He changes his appearance and name with each new town.
Athena, age 2 months, appearance 4 years. Oh
She's
God,
4?
she's
So
4.
little.
Ability eating lies, likes papa, sweets, dislikes reading. A dragon girl who feeds on lies, energetic and inquisitive. She's not particularly smart. She is 2 months old. Okay,
She's a baby. Be nice to her.
please.
Keith Rigfire, age 18, height 167 centimeters. Skills cooking and cleaning. Yes, he does the cooking. Yes, he does the cleaning. He likes his family and he dislikes horror movies. A boy living in Vermilion Town. He lives a humble life with his little sister Rachel. He has a bit of a longing for the outside world. I
Like,
just think he's neat.
He is neat. And also,
He's sweet.
him being 18 makes some more things make sense.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
What, she's
9?
9?
Okay.
Sure, I'll give it my best shot. Rachel Rigfire, age 9. Height 134 centimeters. Skills running. Likes family, stuffed animals, and talking. Dislikes thunder, mood, scary people, not mood. A girl living in scary people. A girl living in Vermilion Town. As a descendant of a family of vampires, at times she has her ancestors' tendencies. She loves to talk. Everybody is babies.
Earl Delta, age 26, height 161 centimeters, skills, martial arts, likes cute things, berries, dislikes gross bugs, a hat-wearing informant. Cute kids and love berries are her favorite things. If any sketchy fellows or bugs come along, she'll give them a whack.
I love her, and I'm so sad that she's dead.
She died instantly.
I love that her only defining factor is her hat.
She loves it.
Rosalie Rosemary.
age 19, height 158 centimeters, skills playing piano, likes fun things, dislikes studying. A female.
Fun things.
Fun things.
Again, the age makes so much more sense in retrospect.
Yeah.
A female informant with wings. Though the daughter of a well-known aristocrat, she didn't want to carry the name, so she fled home with Levin.
Age 28. Hang on. Height 172 centimeters. Hang on.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Sure. Skills, singing, likes work and money, dislikes late people. A butler who accompanies Rosalie. He periodically reports to Rosalie's parents in secret about how she's doing, constantly getting pushed around. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, he's her servant.
Yeah.
He's just her servant.
Just just a little bit.
Just sure.
I do appreciate
Okay.
his singing skills, though.
He likes to sing.
Neil how did I pronounce it? Neil Mansfield, age around 100, appearance around 30, height 198 centimeters, ability immortality, likes the world, people, dragons, dislikes evil, an immortal dragon. He serves as the captain of the police force. He often takes his sweet time.
I guess when you're
He
100,
takes his sweet time.
it starts meaning less around then, I guess.
That makes sense. Brett Graves, age around 17, appearance about the same. Height 166 centimeters, ability phasing through objects, likes dragons and reading, dislikes people. A young dragon of shadow, vice captain of the police force, kind to dragons, but detests people. Always on the ball when it's time to work.
Who sees a 17-year-old and is like, you know what?
This
Cop.
guy's gonna be a cop right now.
Is there anything else? Is that...
Oh,
Oh, is it all the different graphics? Wait, they're
Oh, that's a bad end.
they're
I didn't get.
they're bad ends?
That might be if you die. Wait,
I mean,
there's a few bad ends.
we did die. Anyway. Black Sclera is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love a black sclera.
Oh, and the animations as well.
So cool.
This, like, the style of this game was just a lot of fun.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, this one.
This one when you see a dead body.
Oh yeah, you know, as happens. Just, yeah.
Horrible.
Yep.
although the little bits where like he's protective, those fuel
Those fuel me. Oh,
Oh, the music.
yeah. Well, cool. Anyway, I'm probably going to get
This is all here.
distracted if we go through all
Yeah,
of
we'll
them.
get stuck here forever.
But
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
I mean, I don't mean to make any assumptions, but I would love to play the other ones with you.
Sometime
Hey.
very soon.
We should. We absolutely should. This went by so quick, and
Right?
now I know there's so much more there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, good. I will be sure to talk to you about playing some more.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play more.
Right?
This is really great.
It's been
I'm really glad that we got to play this together.
yeah.
it makes me very, very happy that we were finally able to get something together.
Yeah. And this of all things, it's such a perfect
This,
game.
yeah.
And I'm also really excited to play the other Miyashima games as well. With how you have talked them up. So
They're just so good, and like now that I know that you haven't played RPG Maker games, and this is your first,
Yeah.
boy, do I have a lot to recommend. They recently remade Eve, which is like the classic,
mm-hmm.
and the English port is like ready to go. I've been dying to play it, but you absolutely should play. It's so fun. There's so many different endings. Highly recommend it. I think you'd really love it.
I take that
What is the phrasing that I'm looking for? I value your perspective highly. So yes.
Thank you.
I've seen a little bit of Eve. Like I know paintings. I know it's not a great time. I mean it is a good time, but like not a whole lot of good stuff happens to the characters, but
Yeah, not a lot. You should play Persona 3. That's correct. But in the meantime, because they haven't really announced when that's coming to the Switch, you should play Eve. And you should play Omori. And you should play Hello Charlotte? Question mark?
should in
You could
italics.
You could play Hello Charlotte. It's a great game. It's a great game. Like it's really a masterpiece of a game. But it's another one of those games where it's like, make sure you're careful and kind to yourself when you're playing some video games.
mm-hmm. Oh, right. I did want to tell
Yeah, don't talk to us about it if you do.
noted. I did want to give an update for the coming week for people in chat. So
Surprise, surprise, Thursday. Not going to be a stream. Still not quite on my usual schedule again.
but it's for a good reason. I will be meeting Lenti in person.
Like, anyway, looking forward to that.
So Sunday,
Sunday should be getting back on track with Crosscode, and hopefully
Hopefully we'll be back on track then, because I've been missing streaming, and this has been lovely, and I want to do more of it.
Fun. I'm really glad that I got to be here for your big comeback.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you very much for being here.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm glad I had somebody with me to
come back with.
This was so fun. I'm excited to come back and be this asshole again.
I am also very much looking forward to you being this asshole again.
Maybe I'll have to do something different with his voice the next time, though. Because he's a different guy every single town they go to.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe, but like, I don't know. There's just something about this guy.
Yep. Don't know what it could be.
He sucks. He sucks so bad.
So I definitely do not want to keep Sunny up too much longer, but I will give him
One more shout out to with the collab command.
definitely go give him a follow. Enjoy his streams. Make him curse or take fall damage.
No, do that. No, you don't have to do that.
But yeah,
I'm sort of like in a weird spot where I'm like,
I want to raid someone, but also I'm sleepy and I don't think I can like muster the energy to like engage with whoever I raided.
I do the same thing. I always feel bad being like, here's people, bye, I'm going.
That being said, I may send people Hime Bouliere's way. She has not streamed in a while, but she is playing some Rune Factory, which is fun.
I love Rune Factory.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So, as I remember how to raid people on Twitch, make sure I'm spelling this right. Thank you, Lily, for putting the commands in chat for the
raid messages. If you're subscribed, there's an emote version. If you're not, there's an emoji version. But I do want to thank everyone again, everybody who stopped by in chat, everybody who resubbed, and especially a huge thank you again to Sunny for stopping by. It means so much to have had all of you here with me, and I've had a lot of fun tonight. And
I'll give it back over to Sunny before I do my whole like shtick. But we are waiting for a raid, so good luck.
And thank you, Cricket, for having me. I am really happy that we get to hang out because we haven't yet, and you're a really good friend, and it means so much to me that you wanted to share this experience with me. And that's what I got.
Well, thank you again, and I'm very, very glad that I got to share this experience with you too. And for everybody else,
Voice, please, we're right on the end stretch. Don't do this to me.
You can do it.
For everybody else who has chosen to gaze long into the abyss, know that the abyss gaze is back, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care!
See you later.